So where we go? So welcome to OWASP Media Project Introduction. My name is Jonathan Marcil, and I am the OWASP Media Project Leader. Let's just get my slide right. And good. And so, what is the background of OWASP Media Project? Actually, at first, I already started playing with YouTube with OWASP Montreal. In Montreal, we have a chapter that is going well now, and every meeting is actually published on the internet using YouTube. And so at that address here that you can see, it's youtube.com/OWASP Montreal. Then you can go and see all the videos that we put. And so I've already done this like since maybe 1 year. So I have more than 10 presentations already online. And then afterwards, we did OWASP, but for the whole country in Canada, you know. And right now it's discontinued because we have made OWASP Media Project with like the effort that we made into OWASP Canada, but at first it was ready to gather around people around like the country in order ready to get the meetings online, and they are all together. And that actual concept is within the OWASP Global Chapters meeting. The OWASP Global Chapters meeting is another project that is really tied with ours, because what we do is they have a meeting that is online, and you can join in order to ask some question by webcams, and it is made in an effort really to help the smaller the places that doesn't have many people or doesn't have the budget in order to have a great speaker. That way you can probably set up like a multimedia and work with this, you know. And this is like the background for the media project. Next slide. Why I am doing this? Because, well, video format is great. We have a lot of, in OWASP, it's a lot of wiki content and documentation and stuff like that. And video, yes, we have for the talks at the last AppSec USAs and stuff like that. But it's not like in one place. Like I put down here, it's already like all over the internet. You can find OWASP like videos and stuff, but it won't be at one place, you know. And another reason why I'm doing that is that live online streaming is getting really popular right now. It's a trend, maybe with younger people, you know, with like all the YouTube, the Twitch TV, the Netflix and stuff like that. Most of the content right now is being streamed onto internet, and people can go on and with that. And like I said before, the other one is like most of the chapters are probably like great talks, but they don't share it because you have to go there. Let's say New York here, you have a good talk, but you want to assess it, but you're from like, I'm from Montreal, where are you from? You're from Japan, so you won't come in like in New York City maybe for AppSec USA, but not for only one talk. With the internet and the live streaming, anytime that it's actually streamed, you can see it live. And if you arrive later, you can view it later as well. If you arrive in the middle of it, you are able to go back at the beginning and then be live, but with a delay, you know. So that's one of the why that I made this, and I want people to go more and more onto that kind of multimedia setup, let's say. And what is the multimedia setup? It's basically right now the first instance, because I'm like the only one that was like at the beginning of the project. Now we are growing, but it's easy to use what I've been using before, and this technology is actually better than some that we are actually using in OWASP. We're using a YouTube channel. As for now, it is youtube.com/OWASPglobal. But if you want to do it, let's say for OWASP Japan, you can register youtube.com/OWASP Japan and put your meetings in there. And that way you will get promoted and stuff like that. One of the reasons I have OWASP Montreal and OWASP Global is because OWASP Montreal, most of the meetings are in French, and a lot of people, they just like understand English, you know. And if you do Japanese stuff, then we won't understand. So that's why it's good also to have your own place that you can post like the Japanese content. And if you have English content, then maybe you can use our global place to do it. The other technology that we are using is Google Hangouts. It's actually a bridge between Hangouts and YouTube, and you can stream live your Hangouts into YouTube, and it's automatically available later. So you have nothing to do except of just having the Google Hangout, inviting people. You can do the screen sharing. You can have multiple computer, multiple people joining. You can have moderation. You can choose which screen to share. It's multi-platform. It works on Linux. We try it on Ubuntu. We had a talk. It works on Mac and PC. So it even works on Android. I did it. I joined an Hangout on Android. It's working great for the sound. Not maybe for the video and stuff, but if you are on Wi-Fi with a good, like a very good internet connection, then it will work well. Next, we will be going into the detail, but there will be a demo at the end, so you will be able ready to see what I'm actually talking about. And so, like I said, it's available, the YouTube live stream. You can view it anywhere, even on mobile, in live. And so if you have a very good wireless connection, you are able ready to watch the talk live as is going on. There's also apps for the TV and all the console, like the PlayStation and Xbox. You know, YouTube is everywhere. And yes, you can watch the streaming of your cell phone, like I said. There's no registration required, so it's just one link. And when they click on the link, they see the video, that's it. No, please register, blah, 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 blah. And it's the same thing afterwards. Well, when it's live, it's the same URL than later. And so you just share one URL, and everyone, if they click live, they will see it live. If they do it later, they will be able to view it later as well with one links. That is good. Google Hangouts, it's like the thing that we have to manage, but fortunately, it's just the organizer, and so the registration is required with Google Plus, but only for broadcaster and the participant within the Hangout. So let's say we want to do a talk between Montreal and Japan, then we make an Hangout, and you have to register, I have to register, and then we're both into the Hangouts, and we can actually be in the stream and participate. But this is another thing than the viewers will see, because the viewers will be on YouTube, and us, we don't need YouTube at all. We just use Google Hangouts, and it will automatically publish on YouTube, like I said. Then the other things that I thought before being there at OWASP Media Project, at the project is like the project working group that we have here, is that the other project leaders might use this like project, and so I'm like a meta project that the other project might use, you know. And one thing that they can do is they can actually do an hangout with a chapter. And so let's say that they are like the SAP guys, I think, right there, and they want to present their project, but in Japan. What do? You just have to do a Google Hangout with them, and then you will have some content, and they will promote their project as well. And so it's a win-win situation, and I do think it's like easy to do, and actually we will try to do it here at the summit. And the other thing as a project leader that they can do is to have a working session that is online. And so let's say that they are working, let's say that they code or they modify stuff in Wiki, or I don't know, like they work, then you can actually stream it. And the way it's working nowadays, you can stream for 6 hours if you want to, because people will come in the middle, they will just check it, oh, it's live, it's cool, they will stay for maybe 5 minutes, maybe half an hour, I don't know, but at least they will see you live, and they will have like a better understanding, or they will get implicated much more than if it was like old videos that you made like 1 year ago, you know, because you are working live. And so I do think that they will learn more that way, and they will be more motivated in order ready to jump in your project. So I'm trying to figure out. Okay, next is the tips. One tip that I have ready for YouTube and stuff, okay, we're not professional broadcasters, okay, but that's okay because there's no need to try to be professional. It's even a rule. Don't try to be professional. As amateurish as you can is good, because it's acceptable to be yourself on YouTube. It's like, it's the way YouTube works. It's the way, like, all the thing that works on YouTube. It's people in front. It's like human in front of the computer. That's it. You don't need like editing and stuff like that. Mass media, on the other hand, they often get the facts wrong, and it's just a reporter. You are the human that is directly involved with the project or the subject, and in that way you have like more value. And so even if the video quality is not as good as professional stuff, then you will get more trust from the viewers, and it will be better overall, I do think, with the kind of stuff that we do, because we are very technical and stuff like that. And don't try to edit videos by yourself. Just publish it, unedit. We don't care if you can make a splash screen, good, but that's the only thing that I did here is a little splash screen. But I don't try really to push with editing and mixing and stuff. You can do it if you like it, but don't try to be professional, because it won't come out right. The only thing that you must watch is to have good sound. If the sound is bad, people just won't listen. Videos, if there are slides, they must be big and stuff like that, but usually slide, it's no problem. And by the way, with Google Hangouts, we can share the slides, and this is like as easy to do as one click, so it's very easy to do, so you don't have to care much about that. But sound, it might work while really like using a microphone instead of using just a computer. That said, if you have a MacBook Pro, the microphone on it is very good and it's working fine. We have done it at OWASP Montreal. The only other tip that I give is do not use any copyrighted content. That's like any recording that you don't own, video or audio. Even if it's audio in the background, the problem with it is that YouTube will automatically detect it and you will get one strike. When you have 3 strikes, you're out, you can't publish anymore. And so you must really, if you have some music, it must be like open source music and stuff like that, and music that is already freely available, and not like big like music that you hear at the radio. This doesn't cut it, because YouTube will automatically like parse your file, and if there's any like video or audio content like that, it will find it and you will have the strike automatically as you upload the video. So you must pay good attention to that. Next, at the project summit, we have some stuff that we can do here. I will be doing interviews, and we will try to do something that is short and fun. So I won't go in a room. I will be in the room right now with all the noises around. It's good, and it will be used for publicity for the project of each leaders, because we have a bunch of leaders here, and so I will use it. One thing that we can do at the summit is to try to record your screen and microphone and just do our conversation. Like I said before, you can show your face if you want, but just a screen share is good enough. And the only problem that we have is the internet connection at the hotel. I have set up another wireless that we will be able to use with OWASP as a project if people want to do so, and maybe later the wireless will be fixed. But that's one point, by the way, that you also need if you do your own hangouts, let's say at home or in the venue that you are. You must have a good internet connection. It's not like a big one, but right now I think we have maybe 5 megabytes per second, and this is good enough. But you must have, I think, that is very stable. So if you have the choice between wired connection or Wi-Fi, use wired each time. Or use wire into your own Wi-Fi routers like I do right now, and it's working really good. The other thing is to give us the recording at the OWASP Media Project table here, and so if you have it on an SD card or something, we will have some video cameras that we will be able to lend and stuff, and I will go like I will do the upload job because OWASP Global, you know, youtube.com, that's OWASP Global. There are some moderators on it, but we can't give access to everyone because we need to control the content. So next thing is we will do a stream on YouTube. Oh wait, am I already doing a stream on YouTube right now? Yes, I do. So we were on YouTube the whole time. So you see there, this is the Google Hangout. And so if you go to youtube.com/OWASP-global, do it, you will be able to see it. And yeah, so this is the interface. We will go around, and I will probably make another hangout with you in order really to show all the steps of this thing. So yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, the URL is youtube.com/OWASP-global. So tell me, is it working? Do you see my slides? Yes, it's working. So you see YouTube and you see the video right in it. And so I will proceed to my thanks and then go back to the demo and go offline with our hangout. So I would like really to thank, next slide. So that was the slide for live demo. So that was a RAL, but since you are seeing this, it's probably because you are already on YouTube. So a big thanks to Ivan Burley that is doing the live streaming with the OWASP Global meetings. There's also Nirmal Lamatitong that is doing video management for it. He is uploading stuff to the YouTube channel, and there's also a project manager Overload that helped us a lot. So a big thanks with Samantha. And maybe you, if you want to participate, if you want to send us content, to have a hangout, to really publish all the stuff online, we will be there for you, and you can join our mailing list. And thanks also to you as a viewer, because you are viewing this. So that is all. And by the way, this was my first English speaking presentation, so I hope it wasn't that bad.